What is up, y'all? Being back here, we're going to keep building our faith and diving in. After we talked about yesterday, Paul's storm that he was in and how he handled it, but then the ship hits land and he is shipwrecked on the island of Malta. So you think everybody's like swimming to shore, they're happy. Oh man, we made it, we survived. You think you're coming out of a tough season, and then it's like life goes psych, because it ain't what's happening. So what happens is he gets on a beach, and what do you do when you've been wet and fighting a hurricane and cold water and all that? You're cold. So what they did is they were building fires. They were on the beach trying to build some fire to get warm. And the fire drew out a venomous snakes that latched on to Paul. It just latched onto his arm as he was picking up wood, trying to build a fire. And the Bible says that he shook the snake right back into the fire. There's some power in that. He sent the snake right back to what brought it out, the heat. Sent it back where it came from. There's some thoughts in your mind. You can choose your thoughts. You can choose. Hey, thoughts are going to come, but you choose if you're going to live on them, be consumed by them, obsess over them. So there's some negativity and honestly probably some relationships you need to send back in where it came from. There's some distractions in your life, some habits. You need to send it back where it came from. But watch this. He continues. Paul continues moving, and everybody saw him get bit. So the natives of the island of Malta begin to say, a murderer he is. This joker just survived, and now he's about to die. Because you don't recover from the poisonous snake, the viper, I believe, that bit, and there ain't no way you're gonna die. So they're watching for him to die. There's some people watching for you to screw up. They're waiting for you to do what you've always done. But you know what Paul does? He keeps moving. And when they don't die, when he doesn't die, they start saying, well, man, maybe this dude's a god. But you know what he does? He lifts up Jesus, and 2,000 years later, the island of Malta is to this day a very religious, spiritual island, because God had a plan in that shipwreck. God had a plan in that storm, and it was always Malta. When you go, they call it the Bay of Malta. They call it the Bay of St. Paul, or St. Paul's Bay. And they still honor the man that brought them the gospel, because God took him away from the path to Rome to take a detour to love on Malta. And he was bitten by snakes, and he was caught in storms he shouldn't have survived, and a lot of other stuff in between. But he kept moving, and God used it. Keep moving. Don't let the darkness that we talked about yesterday in the storm, or the snake bites of today that you don't think you can survive, or whatever's poisonous and toxic in your life or around you, keep moving. God's going to use it. Build your faith.